Hey y'all, I'm building a goat milking stanchion today. I've done a video on this before, but I don't think I showed y'all very well how to do it. I think the beginning of the footage got lost for some reason. So I'm gonna go over it again with you, the materials list, and how to do this. It's pretty quick and easy. And in fact, I just had the boys who are behind the camera cut the materials for me while I was drinking or eating my lunch. So anyway, you're gonna need four 22-inch 2x4s or 4x4s. I think I've got seven 1x6s, 22 inches, 27 inches long, so they overhang a little bit. I've got two 48-inch long 2x4s, two 24-inch long 2x4s. Now this is what you'll need to build the platform of the milking stanchion. Then I have a 40-inch 2x4 that I have cut, ripped down the middle. Then I have two, what are these, Jeremiah? 36-inch 2x4s and two 24-inch 2x4s. I have the list on my phone, but I don't remember right off the top of my head all of the measurements, but I think I got them right. So anyway, y'all can come help, boys. We're going to basically build a box. One of you hop up on the truck. And I'm just going to nail these together with a nail gun. This isn't like we're building furniture or anything like that. Pick the end of that one up, Josiah. Pick it up, pick it up. All right, flip it. No, to you. Pull it towards you and flip me, give me the other end. There you go. Let go of your end just for a second. Okay. Josiah, pick up that corner some. Okay, right there. All right, let it go. And this is some scrap lumber. I mean, this stuff is racked really, really bad, but we're going to use it anyway because it's what we have. This is the main frame of it right here. And for one, my bed on my truck is warped a lot, so it's very floppy. The second thing we have going against us is this lumber is just warped, but it's what we have, so it's what we're going to use because I really don't think the goats are going to care. It's not like we have a nice level surface to set this on anyway. So these are going to be like the boards, the decking boards for them, if you will. And I may have an extra one of these. We'll see when we get there. Okay, nail that on, Jeremiah. It's on rapid fire, so. All right. And remember, we're not building a piece of furniture. We're building a stand that goats are going to be standing on. They're going to be pooping on it, peeing on it, and making a mess of it. So this is not something that has to be perfect. It's got to be functional. If y'all know me, my motto is function over form. I can build really nice things when I need to. I've built furniture and cabinets and things like that, but this isn't the time for that. It's when I finish trimming out a house, it's hard for me to get my mind out of that cut to the 32nd of an inch and start building stuff like this, where it doesn't really, I mean, I wouldn't even, it wouldn't matter if these boards were a ½ inch off. It wouldn't look as nice, and I do want it to look nice, but I'm not going to spend a bunch of extra time trying to make everything perfect, because perfection in building something like this is, in my opinion, not a good use of my time. So we're gonna flip it over. And the reason I have these cedar 4x4s that we're using, you can use 2x4s for the legs. That's what I've done on the last two I've built. But these were leftovers from posts that we had just set. We've got the new goat like pins over here. And so these were the leftovers from when we cut the tops of the post off. So rather than using 2x4s that I could use for something else, I decided to use these 4x4s because I can't really use them for anything else. Josiah, I'm gonna need more nails. When I build these out of 2x4s, I do put gussets on here, like braces at an angle. They're called gussets to shore these up. But being that these are 4x4s, I don't feel that that's necessary at all. When I flip it back over on its legs now, I'll pop a couple nails down through these deck boards into the tops of them as well. I'll let you square that. So right, we're doing right now, these are going to be the head gate parts. Yep. Hold that, make sure it's all square. Jeremiah's operating the speed meter for me while I fasten this on. All right, let's do the other one. Here you go. Yep. Come on out to the edge with it. There you go. Is it flush at the bottom? Okay. All right. So these are the two uprights for the head gate. And like I said, this goes together really quickly. I'm going to tell you how long it took to build because there's not going to be much editing or cutting during this video. But I'm going to say like 10 to 15 minutes. Wouldn't you think, boys? Something like that. All right. This goes here. Oh, I know what the problem is. Yeah, it should be 27 inches. That's a measurement. So I got these measurements off of the blog, and they're inaccurate. So we're going to need two 27-inch. Okay, and we're sandwiching this upright 2x4 between these two 2x4s. And what it's going to do, it's going to create a space for these to slide down in. Let me see that one, Josiah. And how this works is one of these will be fastened at the top up here and at the bottom, so it's stationary. The other one fastens at the bottom so it can slide back and forth and lock the goat's head in. And the distance you want these apart at the bottom where they're fastened is 5 inches. And then you can close it up more than that at the top depending on the size of the goat. But what we found is 5 inches is a good size for the goats that we milk. So now I need to measure my distance between here and subtract 5 from it, and then divide it by 2, and that'll tell me where I'm going to space these. So measure that distance, Jeremiah. 20? So 20 inches. 20 inches minus 5 is 15. Divided by 2 would be 7.5, right? So I'll be 7.5. Where's that pencil at, Josiah? I'll put a mark at 7.5 on here. And then 7.5 this way. And then I should be able to measure between it, and it'd be 5, and it is. So I will mark 7.5 up here on this side. This side's not going to matter because it's going to hinge. All right, we'll use this one as our stationary. All right, I'll let you nail this, Jeremiah. Just put it flush at the bottom. Keeps falling, doesn't it, Jakey? Put it flush at the bottom down there. And just pop 2 nails in it. Yep. Okay. And we'll nail it up here. It doesn't matter. Okay, now that one's stationary. Now, instead of nailing this, we're going to put a screw in it. And that way I can adjust the tension as to how hard it actually holds. So we have to get an impact driver and a screw, and we'll screw this at the bottom. Here comes Jeremiah with my screw. Let me have that, Lydia Grace. I'm just going to hinge it. I'm going to start the screw like this. Then I'll bring it down here. And see how that hinges now? So we can open it up. The goats can come in and eat. We close it over. And I'm going to drill some holes. Let me show you right here. I'll drill some holes through here, like one here, maybe like an inch spacing, so I can accommodate different size goats. Like the Nubians will need a little more space for their heads than, say, the Kinders will be a little bit tighter. So anyway, that's how we do that. Now I'm going to build a box feeder and attach it here so we can put their grain in it. So while we're milking, they can eat. So I'm going to go ahead and drill my holes in here for the different spots. And I'm not going to make it very precise because it doesn't need to be. We'll do one more. Okay. So that's that. And that slides freely now. So this can be locked in any place in between. So to build this feeder, I've got a 27-inch board, which is going to go here. I've got a 14-inch board, which is going to go here. And then I'm going to have, a 12-inch board, I'm sorry, a 12-inch board. This is 12. I'll have another 12 by 5, and it'll come up even with this on the front. And then 6-inch by 5-inch boards for the ends. And that's how it's going to get built. And it'll get fastened right on here, but lower, so the goat can eat while she's getting milked. We got to put it pretty low so that all the goats will be able to eat out of it. I don't think so. Do you? Okay. Get the tape measure, Jeremiah. Measure that distance, and then I'll pick this up level. 14, 16, 17, okay. 15. Right there? Yep. Okay. Okay. Quick, fast, simple goat milking stanchion with a built-in feeder. Now we're going to go over here and see if it actually works. All right, now we're going to see how this thing works. Hopefully good. If anything, it's going to be a little too tall for the goat to comfortably jump up on, or the goat might think it's too tall to comfortably jump up on because we're wanting her to do it, not that she's wanting her to do it. This is nothing for these goats if they want to jump. But I'm not sure she's going to know there's feet up here. But we're going to give it a try. I'm going to give Jenna the microphone, and we're going to see how this works.
Come on. There's Steve. I'll take the video. Is that good?
All the way.
All right. Here, Mama Goat. Let's see how you do.
Too tight. Let's see.
Loosen up a little bit.
I don't think she can get her head out of that.
Okay. Don't kick me. Good mama. Yeah, she's tight.
Oh, the babies are not nursing.
Yeah. So she had twins. She had a buckling and a doeling, and for whatever reason, they're only nursing on one side. So I have been milking this side twice a day. I'm a little later getting out because I was waiting for the stand to be built because we've been holding her, and it's been going okay, but the stand is much better. So yeah, this is perfect.
Well, there it is. It works. It was quick. I told y'all 10 to 15 minutes, and if I had had all my measurements correct, not try to work everything out of my head while I was eating lunch, it would have been. But it probably took 20 by the time we had to back up and cut exact dimensions. I will put the correct dimensions in the video description, I think, or somewhere. Where will we put that, babe? In the description, she says, yes. And that way you'll have all of the material list that you need to build this. And once you get everything cut, it's just a matter of nailing it together, like 10, 15 minutes tops. All right, well, thank y'all for watching. If you're not subscribed to our channel, subscribe, click the like button on this video, and comment below. Let us know what you think. If you have any questions about how I did this, you can ask them. I'll do my best to answer, and we'll catch y'all in the next video.